Hey guys, I'm really excited today because I'm going to show you how the universe works on a really basic level. First things first, there are multiple levels of how we can manifest in this physical reality, in this 3D plane, and there's so many crazy things when you start exploring the universe and frequencies and all that stuff. The reality is most of us are familiar with this level, the lowest level to manifest, which is the doing level. This is literally like we're hustling, we've got our goals, and we are going towards them all the time. The only problem with that is when we're doing all the time and we're working towards these goals, we're actually telling the universe that those goals are out of us. When you're chasing a goal, it's never actually going to manifest into physical reality the way that you want it to manifest because you're chasing something. In order for a goal to become you, it has to become true, and it's got to connect with who you are. So doing is the most common one. Then as we start to become more evolved and we start to create more awareness and we start to become more in tune with synchronicities, understanding the signs from the universe, seeing, numbers everywhere like 333, 444 or 1212 or whatever it may be, or maybe we start seeing synchronicities like someone's like, hey, you should do Clubhouse, I'm on Clubhouse, and then you go on Facebook and there's an ad for Clubhouse, and then someone else is like, hey, I'm on Clubhouse, and then it's like all these little nudges and synchronicities from the universe reminding you that you're on path and giving you nudges to keep going in that direction. When we start awakening, we start getting more into a being vibration, and this being stage is really about, leaving all of this behind, leaving all the doing. We understand that we just need to be grounded, we just need to be connected, and we just need to feel good. And when we're feeling good, the universe will always magnetically bring us back to the things that we want. And now when we have pretty much, finished going through the being stage and work through, now this is a really basic understanding, guys. There's so much more to this. I just want to make it really streamlined for you. But then as we sort of just keep going up, I guess it's a little bit like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but a bit more like universal understanding to this enlightened phase. And I've actually had a few people explain this enlightened phase to me when you're so in sync with your manifestations that it's almost like the whole Jesus concept, turning water into wine. It's just that people have never seen it, so they don't believe that it could possibly be true. The reality is that when we get out of this doing phase and we come to the being level, we actually understand that you can work 5 hours a week and receive massive amounts of abundance. You can work less and start allowing money to flow to you, because this phase is really about becoming magnetic. This is the worst magnet you've probably ever seen, but it's about becoming magnetic to the things that you want without having to do and go get them, because the doing is really, like a lot of the time when I'm working with people in the doing phase, it's almost like they're doing, but the doing is just putting it into a vortex. The doing is actually just putting it into this like cloud, if you will, that is waiting for them to actually just pause and break and be grounded to receive. And then when they're actually in the being state, then their manifestations start becoming into their physical reality. And so what we want to do is we want to get you out of the doing level and into the being. And if you're stuck and you want to start manifesting wild things in your life, start asking for something really small, like a sign. Start asking for something like, if there is an animal that you really like seeing, then start asking for that animal. Say, okay, cool, if I'm on the right path, if I'm meant to be here, can I see a lorikeet? Or can I see a koala if you're in Australia, like wherever you may be in the world? Ask for that animal. And if you ask for something wild like a flamingo that may not be in your current environment, then maybe you're going to see a flamingo come up on Facebook, or someone's going to go, oh, I went to the zoo and I saw a flamingo. Always be open and aware, and know that in a lot of cases things won't come to you the way that you expect them to. This universe is a vibrational universe, it's a feelings universe. What you feel is what you attract. When you're doing all the time, you're exerting energy, you're putting so much into it. It's really about taking that energy back and realizing that you can manifest insane things by being and allowing things to come to you. And if you need more on your blueprint, if you want to figure out best ways that you manifest, I honestly highly recommend that you do a human design survey. Just Google human design. There's so many places that you can do it. And I highly recommend that you do that so you can figure out what type of manifestor you are, because you really want to be working up to the enlightened stage where you know that everything's happening for you. You are 100% whole and you just feel like really good, because when you're in the mode, when you're like centered and you're grounded and you're just like, I am the fucking shit, everything's gonna work out for me. Guess what happens? Life happens and life works out for you. All your physical reality is literally a mirror back to you of what's going on in the inside. So clean up that mirror, clean up that reel, and get rid of all the cobwebs, get rid of all the lies that are holding you into this doing level, get rid of all the things that are saying you have to do or you're not going to be successful, you have to hustle. All these fucking conditioned beliefs to keep us working like dogs are not going to serve you as an entrepreneur. So now it's time that you step up, you raise your consciousness, get to the next level, let go of all your fucking fears because they're irrelevant, you know, you're incredible, and you can start shining your light today.